Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to come at you guys today with my second video for my homeschooling curriculum series. My first video, which will be linked below, you can go check that out. That is for the kindergarten curriculum. So today I'm going to come at you guys with my second grader curriculum. So let's get started. So you guys, I stated in my first video that I do have 5 kids. I have a kindergartner, a second grader, a third grader, a fourth grader, and a 6th grader. My scheduling for them, which I stated in the last video, is in the morning I get up my second grader, I get up my third grader, and my 6th grader gets up. They get up and we start school first with them, and I do it that way so that I'm not getting tugged and pulled from everybody. I'm able to sit down with my second grader, and my third grader and my 6th grader are more so independent. They may come and ask me questions, but it doesn't like overwhelm me because they don't come a lot, so I'm able to focus with my second grader. And then I also stated after lunch is after breakfast, about 10:30 is when I start schooling my kindergartner and my 4th grader. My 4th grader normally asks me more questions, so I paired her with my kindergartner because my kindergartner work is pretty simple with her kindergarten curriculum. So I will kind of get her reading out the way, things that I know I have to sit with her on. I will go ahead and get that out the way first, and then her math, her phonics, language arts, things like that, she's more independent on. So if my 4th grader needs me, I'm available. I'm not, that tied up that it's getting kind of stressful because someone's keep asking me questions when I'm trying to school another one. So in my kindergartner video, I went more in depth as far as, okay, time this, time that, time this, but I'm just giving like an overall view of my scheduling, which is my second grader, my third grader, and my 6th grader. We school first, and then after that, closer to 10:30, I school my kindergartner and my 4th grader, and by 12:30 we're done with school. So if you want like a more in-depth or break it down, you can go watch the kindergartner curriculum video, but I basically just paraphrase how I do it. So we're going to go ahead and get into the curriculum for my second grader. And I also stated in the other video that majority of their curriculum is rod and staff. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and get into right now for you guys. And I will start off with his math. And with the math comes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 workbooks with the math. And now I'm going to try to find unit. Okay. And it's broken up in units. So unit 1 through 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I'll go ahead and show you guys. Of course, it's adding and subtracting, but it's also adding and subtracting 2-digit numbers. He's also learning about the number families, dealing with his numbers, largest, larger numbers or smaller numbers, learning how to count, of course, by 1s, by 5s, by 10s. So let's see. I can just show you a few pages. Oh, also money as well he's doing. Okay, like this one right here is the simple adding and subtracting, and then right here is doing like the double-digit numbers and also word problems. And they also have speed drills as well to test that. Counting by 10s, and also learn about place values, 100, 10s, and 1s. Hope you guys can see that. So those are some things in his math book. Let's see. This is unit 5. This one goes into, he's also, when they're subtracting, learning about borrowing as well with the subtracting, and also learning about fractions, halves, thirds, fourths, and stuff like that. So that's some of the math as well. And we will finish all 5 of these workbooks for the schooling term that I do. I start their schooling in September, and they have their portfolio evaluation in July. So that's how I school them, and that's like the time frame that I do. So yeah, that's his math. And for my 2nd grader, his math is like his strong subject. He is awesome in math, you guys. Yeah, he's really independent when it comes to his math as well. He knows what he has to do. I go over it with him. I always do an example with him as well, and then he's off and he gets it. Let's see. Oh, that's something that I wanted to try to do as well in these videos, because I really want to encourage those who are seeking to go on this endeavor as far as homeschooling. I want to be able to pinpoint like a strength with each child within the subjects. So like that's why I say for him it is his math. I don't see that he is bad at anything. I just see that with his math, like I would say that's his favorite subject. That's why I'm really saying that, because he's good in all of his subjects, but his math kind of, it excites him. Like he starts to counting and the numbers and stuff like that, and he just goes after it. So that's why I said that for him. I didn't mention anything about my kindergarten in that video, because my kindergarten, y'all, now she the lazy one, which I'm like, girl, your work is so easy. And y'all, the subject that she does not like is penmanship. Like the easiest thing, but this is why. Because I don't want her just to scribble scrap. I don't want her just to write real fast and just write it all crazy and get it done. I'm like, no, mommy needs you to take your time. I need you to write neatly, because this is gonna help you as you get older. Practice and practice and practice. So that's why she don't like, because she got to keep doing it over. And I'm like, yes, baby, like you're gonna have to keep doing it over. This is practice and stuff like that. But as far as the subject that I would say that she's strong in and enjoys, it probably would be her math as well. I think that she enjoys her math, especially right now, because she's learning about she does adding and subtracting, but patterns and stuff like that. Well, y'all can see that on the kindergarten video. So I'm gonna just stick to the 2nd grade curriculum. So that is for his math. For his science, it is the patterns of nature, and of course this is writing staff as well. This is how it looks. And for his science, we do 1 lesson. I forgot to mention as well, in the other video I also broke it down as far as when we do what subject. Math we do every day. Science we do once a week. So we would do 1 lesson that week. And what I would normally do is I would normally read it. Like this lesson is talking about the sun. So I will read that, and it's normally like a page and like a half. I will read it, and sometimes I have him read some of it too, just to kind of get him involved. But let's see, I would normally, the questions I would normally just do orally with him, just to get him talking and kind of trying to see what's going on in his head about what we read. So the questions, I would normally have like an oral review with him, and like right here, these were the questions that came with that section that we read. Hope you guys can see. And some of the questions I will have him write down. Like this one, this lesson was about winter birds. And then these were the questions that came with it, and I had him, write those down, or write the answers down. So some of the things in the science that they went over is going to be the seasons, mammals in winter, stars, the moon, the sun, insects in the seasons, seed germination, the weather, the water cycle. So those are some things that he's going over in his science for the school term, and we will use this whole book for the school term that I do with them. So that is his science. Let's see, this one is his phonics. And phonics came with, I believe it's 3. Okay, 3 workbooks. Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So phonics came with 3 workbooks. And we do phonics 1 time a week as well. He learns about blends and let me see this one. Yeah, this is unit 1. He learned about blends, middle, ending sounds, digraphs, of course the different vowels and letter sounds. This is some of the beginning work. Middle sounds. I'm hoping you guys can see. Some blends. What else? That was unit 1. And we're actually on unit 2. And we won't go to, no, we're on unit 2 and 3. We won't do the 3rd workbook. We won't finish this by the time their schooling term ends. So right now we're in the unit 2 and 3 book, which he will be learning about modified vowels in this one, suffixes, compound words, and silent consonants. Yeah, so that's his phonics. His reading, make sure you brought all of them in here. Looks like I'm missing one. Okay. Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, his reading came with 5 workbooks and 2 of the reading books. That's what his reading came with. The stories about God's people is unit 1, 2, and 3, and unit 4 and 5 is more stories about God's people as well. His reading, we do reading 3 times a week. We do reading on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So 3 times a week we do reading. And his reading, what I was doing, this is unit 1. So I'll show you guys. His reading, it's like he reads the story. He has a worksheet that he does that is kind of like before you read, to get him familiar with some of the words that would be in the story. Then he has a worksheet for after you read, but that's all in the same lesson. So when I first started, we would do the before you read worksheet to get him familiar with the vocabulary words that would be in the story. Then we will read the story, and then we would do the after you read worksheet. I saw for him that got overwhelming. It was too much. And to me, that's one of the beauties of homeschooling. You're able to kind of see each child's learning style and kind of be able to help them in that. So that, like I said, that became too much for him, so I started breaking it up. Like I said, we do it 3 times a week. So that first day we would do the before you read. We will focus on that worksheet. We will focus on the words that we're going to be learning. The next day he will read the story, and the story is normally like a page or 2 pages. He will read the story, and then he'll answer the questions for the after you read. That's been working out really good, because I don't see that like, it doesn't stress him out. It doesn't get him kind of like about what he's doing. It really helps that I'm able to break it up for him, and I think he comprehends better as well. When we just did the whole thing in one day, and then next day we go to the next story, I think we were just kind of flying by it. But this actually helps him to like focus on what we're reading and what he's learning in the story. So I'll show you guys. This is the unit 1, lesson 1. This is the before you read. And then they'll have, of course, like I was saying, the vocabulary words that will be in the story, and then questions dealing with those vocabulary words for him to kind of get an understanding of what they are. Is this let's practice. Okay, so this is the before you read, and this before you read was pretty long, because this is the other page dealing with it. This was like 3 pages of the before you read. And then the after you read was just 1 page. So that was the after you read. So he will read the story. And yeah, I'm so sorry about this light. I'm trying to like get it where you can see it. So that's the page for the after you read. And also the reading also came with Bible memory verses, which was pretty neat. At the end of each chapter, he will have a Bible memory verse that he will write down, and they had the same verse for like, I want to say 5 chapters. So he'll write it each time, and then by the by the 5th lesson, he should be able to quote it. So that was pretty neat as well with his reading. So let's see. Let me see about some of the stories. I'll just tell you guys was the, let's see, we got okay, some of the stories in the reading book. The first sin, after the flood, the wife of Isaac, the people get ready to go into the good land, water and snakes, the people are punished, how the people worship God. So just really different stories that's broken down, and it also gives the Bible verse whenever they do read the story. It gives the Bible verse from where it came from. Like right here, lesson 3, the Garden of Eden, Genesis 2, 1 through 17. So it gives the Bible verse as well when it comes to reading the story. And like I said, the stories are normally like a page or two. Like this one right here. This is the first page, and then the second page. So that's what he will be reading, and he's done pretty good with reading, reading them himself. So that is his reading. Okay, I've done phonics, math. Okay, his history. His history it's called Our Father's World. Well, social studies, and it's the round and staff as well. This is the way it looks. His history is kind of like his science. We do this one time a week, and I would normally read it to him, read the stories to him, and the questions I will sometimes do orally with him, or I will have him write it in. For his social studies, he's learning about the different continents and kind of like the lifestyle over there in those different continents. So let's see, we have like this one. Just get some of it. This one is, okay, this is 16. SIBO of Asia, part 1. It's the first page. Second page. And then the questions, and I just did it orally with him. So it was like a page of questions that I did. So yeah, like I said, he's learning about the different continents: North America, South America, Asia, Australia, Antarctica, Africa, Europe, and basically just like the living over there, how they live, some of their customs. What else? And we will finish this as well by the time our school term is up. So that is his social studies. Yeah. So lastly, you guys, is his English. And this is his English, preparing to build. This is how it looks. His English, we do twice a week, but we do 2 lessons on those days, on those 2 days that we do his English. His English is, let's see, he does really good as well in his English. I don't let them write in the book. He has a notebook that he writes his answers in. So let's see, in his English, go to the table of consonants. Okay, he will be learning, it says basic building blocks of our language, pronouns, building his vocabulary, learning about sentences. This right here is Unit 1. I'll go ahead and show you guys this. It's what is a sentence. And with his English, he has a page that we read together, let him know what is going on, what he's going to be learning. Then sometimes we'll have a oral review, and then he'll have a written assignment. So this is the first one. This is what is a sentence. And then this page, he will have work to do. Let's see. Next will be, let's see, just learn about different kinds of sentences. Like this is the asking sentence, beginning and ending of sentences, who and what. Learning about pronouns, like right here, he, she, it, and they pronouns. And then the page over here, this right here had the oral drill. And then the for you to do. So that's his English. And again, we will do 2 lessons on the 2 days that we do English throughout the week. So you guys, I believe that's it. You know what? No. I told him to bring me everything. I don't see his penmanship. He has a penmanship as well. That he does too. Yeah, I don't even see it. I don't see it. In the kindergarten video, my kindergarten has a 1st grade penmanship. If you guys want to go look at that just to see, excuse me, see the structure of it. It's basically the same thing just for 2nd grader level. He also had a spelling, guys, but I totally forgot about this, y'all. I did. I totally forgot that he had a spelling book. I did. Which is fine because with his reading, he's writing words, he's learning how to read words, and with his phonics. So it's yeah, it's okay. You have it? Okay, he heard me. He has his penmanship. Let me see. Thank you. This is his penmanship in units 1 and 2. And let's see. Started off, of course, with writing letters. And it was kind of trying to have him writing at slants. Ooh, that's horrible lighting. Okay. Writing at slants to getting to cursive, which they do a little bit of cursive, which I thought was pretty neat. And again, it's not his best. He's only in 2nd grade, but it's kind of starting him off with it. So, of course, continuing to practice, but they will also start, I'm trying to find a page for you guys, start on cursive writing as well. Yeah, so they will also start with cursive writing as well, and this is towards the end of the book, towards the end of it. I also have him, for his penmanship, I also have him practice his, even though he does 1 lesson when we do it, I will also have him on the back side, it's more blank space. I'll have him practice his address, practice our phone number and stuff like that. So that is his penmanship. But again, guys, the spelling, I forgot he had it. I'll open it up and show you guys how it looks. But yeah, I totally forgot, y'all. He has not done any in this, but like I said, I'm fine because of his phonics and his reading. He has vocabulary words, so I'm okay with that. So yeah, you guys, that is it for my 2nd grade curriculum. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And again, for those who are seeking to basically start homeschooling, all I can say is just get connected with people that is like-minded and on the same page with you. It's not something that I take lightly. It's not a easy breezy task, you guys. It is work. But I think within anything that you truly believe in, like, you're going to fight for it, you're going to work hard at it. So that is something that me and my husband definitely is doing. It is days where it is blissful and it's days when it's not, but I'm able to you know, build with my sisters in Christ, be on the same page, and really be able to talk to each other about it, uplift one another about it, encourage each other in this, because it does get hard at times. But I look at the bigger picture and I know that it is worth it, you know. So again, I would just say do it. Remember why you want to do it, and get connected with people who are like-minded in this journey with you guys, and enjoy it, guys. Like, fight for that joy even in the times where, you know, it may seem hard, you guys. Yeah, I just will leave you guys with that, and I will be back probably next week. I want to try to do a video, one video a week for my homeschooling series. So I will be back next week with my 3rd grader curriculum. So you guys, again, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to thumbs it up and subscribe and share it as well, you guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.